part of the Davidson's ethos. They want a legacy for good design. Ultimately, everyone wants to be proud of what we build. So everything I do really is working off that basic brief. So what I often say is the house belongs to the street, because actually it's how the houses are formulated on that street which makes that streetscape and makes it more interesting. I'm designing a place, ultimately, that people want to live in. When it's finished, you get a sense of community when you walk on there, because you see people chatting at their doorstep, and maybe somebody may be walking their dog, but they're chatting to somebody in number 6 or something like that, and you just get a sense that it's worked. You know, I look at it, and if it makes me smile, I know we've done a good job. When you're looking at a new site and you'll go and do the character study of the local village, I take loads of pictures, stick them on my wall in my office, so you immerse yourself in that site. Quite often villages are built up of different housing types, Georgian, Victorian. You might have a church, pubs, people drive through it and I go, oh, this is nice, I'd love to live here. So what I do is take the essence of that and apply that to a new development. You're trying to design something that looks like it's evolved already, but it's actually new.
For me, the Davidson's difference is all about family homes. It's the attention to details, it's the spaces in between the buildings, it's the feature spaces, it's creating that place where people want to live.
It's the detailing that we use is different from everybody else's. We obviously try and mix that up to actually reflect the local characteristics of the area, creating those sort of inspirational street scenes that people recognise Davidson's for. We're building people's homes, we're building communities.
Biddenham Park is 296 units. There's a range of family homes. We're in our first phase currently on site, and we've got phases 2 and 3 coming up. When I first walked onto the site, it was a golf course, and it was obvious there were some features on there that we needed to retain. So using the existing trees that were there, and also using the water. As we do on all our developments, we look for local inspiration. One of the main features within Bromham is the historic bridge, which is close to the site. So we picked up on that and we tried to replicate the Bromham Bridge over the water. And bringing those together, landscape, water, and then obviously our houses sat behind it, really creates that entrance feature. There's family homes, 2, 3, 4 and 5 bedroomed homes. We've obviously got affordable housing on there as well. There's differences in terms of roofscapes, so we've got some 3-storey houses, we've got some 2.5-storey, we've got bungalows, we've got lots of textures, lots of colours within the streets, and it's a really nice place to walk through. Originally the scheme had an A road that was approved running through it, but we actually thought, no, hang on a minute, let's see if we can change this, let's see if we can make it usable for the community rather than just the vehicles. We approached the Highway Authority and spoke to them about it. So now walking down that street, you'll see the street trees, you'll see green verges, green spaces, breathing spaces along that street now. You'll see cyclists as well. So it's now been designed for everyone to use. And then when you come off the main street, you know, there's feature areas of breathing space where we've got some bigger units framing a nice space. So when you put all that together, the family homes, the features, the details, green spaces, you create that place for a community.
It's as much about the inside as it is about the outside. There's a few key features which is basically to make them as open plan as possible, but still have retained spaces where people can go, snugs, sitting rooms, studies. There's been a lot of research done in regards to light and how people feel. So quite often the back of the house, we've actually opened the house up and we've got what I call 3-phase living. You've got the kitchen, a living space and a dining space together. We'll very often put on a fully glazed pod. Now this actually soaks the room in light, which is fantastic. And we've really built on that and how spaces work and how families work together. And you'll see that through our entire range of houses now. As a new village, you know, you've got a responsibility there to the people who are going to live there, that you're going to build that community for them. You know, they're going to feel like it's home.
I'm really looking forward to going back and seeing the future phases be built out, continuing that quality through the development and seeing the place being developed and the community coming together.